Hi guys, FrostFangs here, back with, of course, another Paladins video. Hope you're doing well. Playing some IO today with Sacrifice, which has sort of taken over the past however long after all the changes have sort of added up, and she got re-added after she was disabled for a little while in this patch, but it definitely has become the default, at least for IOs I see in my matches, and I think that's for a pretty good reason. Goddess's Blessing is decent, but again, after all the changes have added up, Sacrifice is a really solid option. It's slowly over time become more popular. Lifelink, I expect it to be way more popular than it actually is, because in game it underperforms compared to the other options. Even though it isn't a bad option, neither is Goddess's Blessing. Sacrifice just gives you a hell of a lot of value in the scenarios if you're using it correctly, and especially if you come up with a build that maybe reduces the cooldown of Luna a little bit more. Other than that card though, the builds are the same as they've been for a really long time. All of them are really important. She's actually got a pretty down decent card set. Some of them are kind of stinkers, but the majority are pretty good. There's quite a few different variants you can have, but this tends to work at the best for casual stuff that I'm in, at least. But even with my lack of experience, I highly recommend it because of how often I see it do well and be a pain in the ass when I'm up against it, and it is really strong, especially when comboed with like the right playstyle and build and stuff, which I think really matters more than most other healer talents, is the playstyle around it. You have to shift it a tiny bit. Also, nearly completely forgot to mention it, but there was an update for it in this patch with a quality of life sort of indicator for Sacrifice being added. We got Kazumi, Victor, Fernando, and Andro, Siege at Splitstone Quarry versus Anara, Kanessa, Damba, Makoa, and Armani. So just need to pay a little bit of attention to the Armani and the Kanessa. We should be alright. 5 seconds is pretty big considering it's only 4 points into it instead of like speed, which isn't really that big in a comp like this, or extra gem being near Luna. I think it might actually be the play. I haven't really played with it enough to fully tell you if it's worth it in a lot of matches, but I don't know if I'd say I've seen a standard though for Sacrifice IO. It seems to just be whatever people were running before. I don't think people have tweaked the builds very much for it. We'll keep heals here on them. Don't feel like I really did too much in that team fight, but we were providing heals and stuff. We'll just reposition. Even if I die, it's fine. We got the Sacrifice, and hopefully I can get behind the Fernando shield. We can throw Luna down again, which I don't remember it being able to work like that, but yeah, it definitely does. It's just got now like the internal time on Sacrifice, so we can't get it triggered again. I always forget that you get to throw Luna down again when you die. Don't know why I always forget that's a part of it. I tried to heal there. The servers are so cooked though. It's really bad delay on the right click. It's not going to show too much because it seems to bounce between being like normal ping and not too bad and like 200. Kind of hard to actually feel it when you're like watching a video, I imagine, but playing it here is kind of bad to try and get that right click on people just because it feels like it's really delayed. And just leaving up there kind of at the corner to get some heals. We're going to heal here to the Victor. Kazumi ulted. I think the team here is just going to kind of shred him. Damages here are just going kind of ridiculous. Like Victor, Kazumi, and Andrew here are just putting in work, and I'm trying to do my job on heals, but it's not really like I need to, you know, think too much in this one. I'm just kind of at the back for free. They don't have a flanker to go after me. That's an our ultimate. We'll make sure we're all right. There goes the Andro. Keep the Kazumi up. I think she is dead though. Even if I had full heals on her there, she'd have been out, but we'll throw our Luna forward a little bit. I don't really know what I can do other than heal the Victor and try and keep him up. He's still gone. See what I mean? They've got a Kanessa and an Armani, so their burst is going to counter me a little bit anyway. You know, even if I'm like full heals on somebody, they're still going to get tapped if they get comboed. I'm trying my best to keep Luna in decent spots where she's sort of safe. She's not really being cleared anyway, but yeah, sort of where she can heal a little bit as well as being a backup if I die, which I'm going to do because I'm playing a little bit more forward than I maybe need to. Little shot there on the Damba. My first shot fired the entire game. I played very safe in this one. Tried to keep the Andra up. Never mind. I'm just going to get some shots there on the R and then jump over here with the Kanessa. I want to call Kazumi Kanessa for some reason. That's the, yeah, trigger again. Nice. Luna is down because I think I repositioned her, so it uses that cooldown. I'm not familiar enough with Sacrifice to actually tell you like the ins and outs of how it specifically works. It definitely feels stronger and different than I had in my head, because the last time I played Sacrifice like regularly on IO, which was probably years ago, and even then I probably didn't play it that much, just because it was my least favorite of her talents at the time, but it's changed, and IO is so different, Paladins is so different, that Sacrifice has become the default for her and is super popular, sort of similar to Precision at the end, who would actually put in kind of the same thing, where it's different and Paladins has changed and my like preferences and stuff are different. That I actually think I do like Sacrifice IO these days, and I just haven't really played it enough to actually recognize that. Does that make sense? I feel like I'm so cooked in this one, like slow to actually make my commentary. Somehow I managed to keep that Andrew up there with full heals. I did clear my Luna though. I guess it took a bunch of heat off him. Still dead eventually there though. The double tank is kind of crazy. I thought we kind of had it in the bag after the first round, but it kind of went downhill. We'll just dodge the Kanessa who was firing at us a little bit there. The heal range on IO is also way bigger than I remember it being. That's an MI Dragon, kind of scary. We'll heal the Fernando and then just jump away. I think we can get out of range, or we can just get Luna to trigger. I don't know how I got put back here. Is that how that's meant to work? I feel like I've gone against Sacrifice. I don't know how that happened, but I'm pretty sure that's not meant to be how it works, right? You're meant to change places with the Luna if you're jumping. Why did it put me back to where my like F would have landed me instead of where Luna was? I don't get that. Okay, IO ult, Anara ult. I mean, I've got my ult though, is what I was trying to say. Totally didn't just throw the ultimate and hit the Anara wall. Absolute classic. I'm going to remove my Luna a little bit further down, and that's the objective loss because no one was on it. Definitely playing a little bit too safe to be honest. I should be mixing in more shots and trying to get like stuns and stuff. We'll dodge the Armani route. And try and keep Kazumi up. Is she fine? Yeah, I'm playing the meter kind of well. I'm not running out of it too much in this one. Pretty sure that's what the Kanessa is doing that double tap for, is that she expects Armani to also mix in a shot. I think I'm dead here, but we do have the Sacrifice, and he's healing me. A little bit weird. I'm having a bit of a hard time as well tracking the Kazumi, just because when she uses the F, I can't actually see where her ghost is unless I've got vision on her, because that's just how it works. It's an Andro getting hooked. Yeah, again, I had heals on him, but he just got comboed. I'm getting double tapped as well, but we can jump. Never mind, triple tapped. We wasted like a ton of the Kanessa's time, but I don't know what the rest of the team is sort of on. I guess trying to deal with the tanks. Yeah, okay, more armor plating. It's pretty much all we're taking damage from is just that Kinessa shot. We took like 4k from it there in that fight. 4.5k damage taken is kind of insane on an IO. That's like 2 entire health bars. More heals here on him. Throw the Luna up a little bit. Actually got some heals there through the wall to that Fernando with like the Luna placement, which I didn't think would really work like that. Just somehow dodged one of the Kinessa shots by accident. Shouts out there to the Fernando and the Victor. Very much appreciate the love. Yeah, you guys rock. Always nice seeing you guys in game. I'm going to go ahead and get Rejuvenate. It feels like a bit of a weird choice, but I think it makes sense. I don't actually know if this applies to Luna or not. I'm pretty sure it does. I'm like 99% sure, but for some reason I'm not 100%. Yeah, worth it anyway, even if it is just on the right click. Lucky wall there for that Andro. Didn't get killed by the Makoa. He's going for the ultimate. Throw Luna up top for heals on the Victor and then run on the bottom to try and heal the Fernando. Sure, he should be alright here. Yeah, Rejuvenate is going to be putting in work. We'll go for our ultimate. That's kind of bad, but I just wanted to make sure the Fernando could kind of heal up a little bit. We'll throw our Luna forward. That's an Amani Dragon. I tried to hide behind the Fernando shield, but I got double tapped anyway. Heals on him. Is he up? He's still gone. Heals on the Kazumi now to try and save the rest of the team. Victor is alright. I think we're fine. The Andro's just kind of dancing around the Amani Dragon. Got one tap there for no reason. Andro, I guess, just kind of distracted all of them. That's a root from the Amani and a tap from the Kinessa, and somehow we're just about alive. I don't know what I'm meant to do here, considering I can't put Luna on the point to cap it, and Fernando didn't jump on it, so we lost like 30% that we could have had there. That was really, really bad. I feel like that could have been a 3-2 in our favour, but somehow we messed it up with the sync of the team. I think everybody just played the wrong role for a couple seconds there. We'll throw our Luna and keep heals on these guys. Yeah, Yanara on her own pushing is that scary. Just going for the stun. Okay, Luna range on that's ridiculous sometimes. Heals on the Fernando. Victor names for heals there on the Kazumi. Just going to hold the right click down because she's getting tapped constantly by that Kazumi or Kinessa. My god, I'm so cooked with these names. There's heals on the Andro. This is going downhill pretty fast. There's a stun on the Makoa. Actually managed to finish him off. Very, very lucky timing there on the Luna and damage with the Victor. Heals on the Fernando. Fernando there on the side, kind of on his own. We are healing him through the floor a little bit. Really, really weird. That's in range. Shots on him. I feel like I should probably just, take the death here. Yeah, we've got Luna in a safe spot. We're sort of alright. And we got her ultimate down. That felt pretty bad, but sure. Yeah, that 150 heal is kind of nice. Actually going back up to what it was before. Inara ult, Fernando ult, sure. Waste the entire meter here, keeping him up. He's got a caught on him, so I guess that's fine. That felt kind of bad. Again, reposition Luna. Hello, Makoa. We should be able to clear him. He's not that full health. Heals on the Andro. Nope. We're now all fighting inside, and they're just like pushing the point for free. This is so bad. We'll throw Luna. Yeah, okay, Kazumi still up. Never mind. Should try and place Luna in a spot as well where she can actually do damage and stuff. We'll throw the ultimate. Does a little bit more now. Thought that might be enough. Get a little bit more rejuvenate heals there on the Andro. That was an Amani right click, so it didn't actually do anything. Jump on it. Kind of on it here. Somehow we need Fernando to run back in. That's a damn ult. Just got very lucky, I think, with Andro getting rid of a couple of them. We'll try and get Luna to do a stun or summon on the Inara. That could buy some time. Nice. Is that going to be enough for us to get it? Nope, he's touched it. There's the Q. Kazumi's up, everybody's up except for the Victor. Need to get Luna to get another little stun, that would be kind of nice. Luna's gone. Throw Q down, dodge. Yeah, are we fine? This is so cooked. Okay, there we go, 3-3. I cannot believe we're somehow still in this. I feel like we should have either won it or lost it already. I'm not sure which one. Only got 2 deaths. I feel like I should have died way more than that. Sacrifice has been instrumental and absolutely massive for this to play as well as it has. If I was on any other setup here with IO, we'd have been bodied a million times over. So Sacrifice is kind of peak. Just going to go out and say it. I feel like I kind of underestimated this for absolutely ages until finally, after the changes with IO have added up, I gave it another shot, and now I can totally see why people love this, and I think I genuinely kind of do too. Fantastic talent for it, makes her play very differently, even though it is kind of cheesy. I think I also just hated going against it. I didn't really want to play it. That's probably another thing. Don't know what I'm doing in this one. Positioning is kind of bad, but yeah, that's a Mighty Dragon, so I think it's all just over. Luna's in an okay spot. She was healing up the Victor. Doesn't apply Cauterize, so luckily maybe we can sort of be fine. Yeah, we're all right there. IO heals kind of insane. More heals there on the Fernando. Just dodge so we don't die to that Kinessa. I feel like Rejuvenate is also kind of massive. The change that, being able to buff out heals and stuff is huge. I feel like with IO people did grab Rejuvenate, but being able to actually have it all the time is kind of massive. We'll throw Luna there and try and get rid of this IO. She's going for the ultimate. I'm playing IO. That's an Inara. Can't believe the name callouts for today are this cooked, but yeah, we do need Fernando on the point because I actually just can't stand on it. I don't know why he thinks that I can. I'm now going to get double tapped probably. Never mind. We're all right somehow. I don't know how they managed to get Kinessa off me. Okay, I'm just going to trade with her. Don't know why the Fernando kept jumping off the point in this one because we really did need him to sit on it. There's heals on the Kazumi. We'll go for our ult and see if we can throw him over there. I did that also for the immunity to maybe buy a little bit of time. I'm pretty sure it's just over. Inara ult. Yeah, I'm going to just go for the touch, but it's not going to matter, even if that's just from me dying and then hitting the Luna trigger. What am I doing? I don't know, that's 1.2k health regen though. Heals on the Kazumi, she's going to probably go for the jump next. Andro ulted. We're actually still in it a little bit. Heals there on the Kazumi. I need to make sure we're touching here though. And our wall to my advantage will jump back over, heal the Victor so we can get back in. This is a team fight for sure, man. I can't believe it's not over yet. Kinessa jumped on the side. I'm dead. Maybe Victor can trade. She's gone. But Fernando is up. Is he on it? Kazumi's on it. I'm dead though, so we have no heals. It's the 2 tanks versus the Dammer and the Amani. Pretty sure we lost it. Yeah, there we go. Defeat. Nearly went in our favour though. Very, very close right there at the end even. What a game. Best game for IO I've had in ages. I haven't actually really played her very much at all since she was removed, so Not really saying too much, but 164k heals. I did my job there. Sacrifice was absolutely massive. Took me a little minute to get warmed up to actually getting the shots and mixing in the, Lunar Stun and placing her a little bit better, but I think I will put a decent amount of it down to their comp being a little bit better for like a long trial siege and stuff. But yeah, what a game. Victor damage is crazy. The Kazumi's is even more mental, and she was actually playing like a damage more than a flanker there, but it really did work. She was going for just a very sort of a normal Kazumi setup, but with the movement speed after the trap trigger, which I haven't really seen very much. She was moving around there a ton. She was using the F better than most people, which is why I think that set up works so well for her. She's clearly got a ton of experience on Kazumi. It was like level 300 or something, but Fernando could have played better. The only weak link there sort of is that he should have been playing the point more. I don't know if Scorch was the play. They did have the double tank, but I feel like Shield Fernando there would have been better than Damage Fernando just because of the comp. Hard to say when you're loading in and picking, but the way that game went, it would have probably been better. For their side though, Amani ended up not being too much of a problem. The Makoa also wasn't that bad, at least for me, but was definitely doing some good hooks and stuff. Anara was a pain though with the walls and was on the objective the entire time and actually pushed me quite a bit. Damber he was a massive star of the show for sure, alongside the Kinessa, who also, just put in mad work. Nothing else I can really add, but stats page in that game overall, just great. Really good showcase for it. I have somehow, even after just one game, been enlightened with Io Sacrifice, and even though she still plays like Io, it gives you sort of another layer to her kit and really, really does benefit how she sort of plays. And especially with that setup, I feel like I was spamming Luna a ton. It really did work. I didn't really run out of meter too much, even though again we were spamming the heals there. I'll do another video I'm sure sometime soon on Sacrifice. I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comments. I can still see a sort of scenario where you'd want Goddess's Blessing if you're really not going to ever push, but even in super safe fights and super safe games, you're going to end up getting the benefit from that a lot of the time. I've gone against it enough to know it's super annoying. I just for some reason didn't want to admit that it was really good and that, you should play it and that I enjoy playing it. Just all in one kinda. Thank you so much for watching though. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Let me know also where you want to see me do next. I'll see you guys all, of course, very, very soon. And as always, stay frosty.